The first 7 years, let me first begin with the first 7 years. We have heard cases from the first 7 years where they could not express what they want, what they need. And what age is this? This is the age from birth to the second dentition. In this time, between 0 and 7 years, the children perceive the world only with their senses. This means they sense everything what is around them. And this senses is a kind of this sensing is a kind of imitation to the world around them. That's why sometimes you understand the whole situation through the child expressing what's going on in family. What we heard today about divorce or whatsoever, problems with parents, children sense it and bring it out, show it, bring it to the outer surface. In that age, they create instinctively. They create out of their own being. That's why we can beautifully use the pictures what Karim was showing, because pictures come directly from their inner source. Paintings, etc., drawings. This is the rhythm of the first 7 years. From 7 to 14, the metamorphosis of teething begins. It means they begin to get their own teeth. Before they had, we call it mother teeth. You say it's we say mother teeth. Before, huh? Milk teeth. Yes, milk teeth or mother teeth. Milk teeth. In that period, when the milk teeth fall out, children begin to build their own house. They begin to be, or to begin to develop, to grow, to find out who they are. So you can see it beautifully. This is a time when children go to school in our country. I don't know, perhaps in other countries children go earlier, but only at the age of 7, when they are teething, when the teeth change, in that moment children are able to see the world around. Before that, they were just imitating, copying the inner world, their inner world. But now they begin to see the house outside, their own house outside. In that age, between 7 and 14, they shake off all the hereditary traits, all what they had inherited from their parents. They can get rid of. You know how they are in this age? They say, oh, I don't want this. Please, not at all anymore. It's not puberty yet, but it's the beginning. Because in that period, only in that period, they begin to think, to feel, and develop a will. The will, what we have seen in the age between 0 and 7, is not a real will. It's more a will against something or something like this. It's not the real me will. Now the me begins, and the me begins when I think, I feel, and I express it to the outer world. And then from puberty 2, I left it open. Puberty 2 means some people are still in puberty. Yeah, you can treat people at the age of 60, 70, 50, 90, they will be still in puberty, because the other song, what we called it after Dr. Sankaran's beautiful discovery, we call it, the other song is still there, is still sometimes a kind of puberty song. Because it is the beginning of the uproar between the human being and the world. After the second step in their life, when they understand, this is me now, and this is what I have to express to the world. In the second 7 years until 14, they are in a way protected through school and family, etc. But in the next period, the third period, from 14 actually to 21, but anyway, that's why I'm saying up to the age of I don't know. In this period, they have to show the world what they want to feel, think, and will. First, you have to discover it, and then you have to show it. It means the human being enters the world and the inner conflict starts. I have the obligation or to show what's going on in this part of in children's life. The inner conflict. I mean, whatever is left over will come up. I mean, usually we say when something has not been perfectly grown in the first 7 years, as second 7 years, then when it's not completely finished or done or overcome, then the next 7 years will show it, for sure. Because of the conflict within the human being. In that period, between 14 and 21, or I don't know, they have models. They have idols. They use stars from television. They watch soaps. Why do they watch soaps? Those things. Because in order to learn, I mean, I have no idea how the world is running. I have to see it. And for those things, we have the television in order to show the youngsters, the young people, young human beings, how to cope with the world. I don't know whether it's good, but it is like this. And sometimes they idolize. They have their gurus. They have romances. This is the beginning of the romance in life. Or boys don't want to avoid the romance in this period. They go to football and sport. It's not bad too. But it's all a compensation for the time of what do I do, what can I offer the world? Or they go to discos, friends, just music. Run around with do they do it in your country too? Run around with earplugs in their ear. They just listen to the music. They don't see the surrounding. They are not interested because the whole world is too much. Yeah, you have it here too. Huh? They jog even with this music in their ear, very loud. When you sit in a train, you can listen to their music. Because I don't know what it does to the eardrums. Or they have something very special about something. They collect something, or they generate something, or they are together in a group and do something. And this is very important. I'm not saying any of those things what they select is wrong. Everything is good. Because it has to have their own expression. But we come to homeopathy, don't worry. But if there is a stop in the development due to problems from the beginning of life, for example, in pregnancy, it means intrauterine. This case